2. So as Dave, my wonderful producer, is just getting some callers because I'm taking callers today. I'm so excited. I'll be honest here, I'm like really nervous about it too because I haven't done calls like this for a good month now, right? So I'm like a little nervous, but I did a little meditation and I was like, whatever happens, happens. I trust it. I know it's all good. So just like I tell everybody, right? You can't be nervous. It's not about you. It's about your client or about the person that's calling in. So while we're waiting, I always like to share a card with you guys. So one of my favorite decks is the, I think this one's called the Enchanted Map, and it is by Colette Baron-Reid. I love this deck. It's been one of my favorites for years. So thank you, Colette, for making a great deck. So the card I have for you guys today is Heal the Ouch. And it's this, whenever I get a message from Spirit telling me, oh, you have healing to do, or, you know, you need to let things go, it drives me up the wall because I'm honestly always like, it used to drive me up the wall. I guess it doesn't anymore. But I always keep thinking, like, when is the healing going to end? Like, does the healing ever stop? Am I ever a full person, or do I ever have this put together? But you know what? You are always a whole person. You will always have things are always put together as they're meant to be. But one of my good friends and another energy worker, and I'm sure I've talked about her before, her name is Tara Drennan. She does Akashic record readings. I did an Akashic record reading with her, and she was like, when she talked about healing, I was like, are you kidding me? And she said, Sarah, healing isn't necessarily just healing from trauma. Healing can be healing from a way of thinking that no longer serves you. Healing can be, changing your train of thought and all of this other stuff. It's not necessarily that there was trauma or something bad has happened or that you're weak. It's just there's different things that you're going to be going through in life that just require some attention. I'm so lucky. I have 2 laptops and I love really looking at Dave's messages. Thanks, Dave. I know I talk to him while I do the show, but it's so much fun. I feel like he needs to be part of it and he needs more kudos. So yeah, I want you guys to remember that even if you've got some healing to do, or your body or soul or spirit is telling you, hey, you need some downtime. And I know that's why I had some downtime this past few weeks, because what I experienced the past month was although in some ways it was traumatic, other ways it wasn't, but it was just very energy draining, and spending a lot of time in the hospital with my mom is also very tough and very energy draining, right? So I just had to heal and amp up and recharge those wonderful batteries. So if you need some downtime, guys, don't be upset, don't beat yourself up, just, that's my motto, just let it happen. Okay, so I know that we have a caller and I'm super excited about it, but we have Lydia from Studio City in California. Hi, Lydia.
Hi, how are you?
I am so good, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm good. Happy holidays to you.
Right, you guys have Thanksgiving tomorrow, don't you?
Yes, we do. Where are you?
I'm in Canada, so we had our Thanksgiving at the beginning of October.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, happy holidays to you. Thank you. How are you doing in California with all those fires? Are you guys safe?
Yeah, we're safe, but I could smell all the fires around me because I'm in Studio City, and it was all around us, different areas, so we could smell the smoke where I am. But it seems to be a little better, so hopefully, it's a tragedy.
Yeah, very, very much so. I know when we've got lots of fires up here so I'm in a province called British Columbia, which is a few states up from California. But when we get smoke around here, it gets intense and the fires will just like kick off like crazy. It's quite incredible. Lydia, has your dad passed?
Yes.
Okay,
he has.
He's coming through. Like very strong, very, very strong. And I laugh a lot when I connect with Spirit because they make me laugh, but I feel like he had a really good sense of humor. Would that be right for him?
Yeah, he was a quiet man though, but he did have a good sense of humor.
And I keep wanting to tell you he's missing turkey. He must have loved family gatherings.
He loved family gatherings?
Yeah, is that right for him?
Oh, definitely. Yes, he did.
Because I keep smelling gravy. And he's just like, food. I miss food so much.
Oh.
Lydia, you have a son as well. Is that correct?
No, I don't.
Okay. Do you have a brother? Because I keep wanting to talk about the son.
Yes, I do have a brother.
Okay, perfect. Your dad just keeps it's just the two of you. Is that right?
No, there's a sister too.
Oh, there's a sister too. Oh, okay. So he's the only son, though.
The only son, yes.
Okay. Honestly, I'm not sure why your dad brings up. Your brother. Your dad makes me feel like your brother is very much like your dad. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think so. He is.
Okay, perfect. Hey, Lydia, and honestly, I don't know why, like, I'm straight up honest during any of my readings. I'm not sure why, but I keep wanting to tell, like, your brother that he needs to stop stressing so much because it puts a strain on his heart. And he needs to learn to enjoy life and roll with the punches more. Does that make sense?
Oh, it totally does. Oh, my God, yes, okay. It does. Right on the head. You hit the nail on the head.
Awesome. I'm so glad I was able to pass that. But for you, you're more of an outside person. Is that right?
Oh, yeah, I am. Very.
Okay. Because your dad's like, my favorite time is when you actually take the time for yourself. So my favorite time to hang out with you is when you actually take the time for yourself and stand out on your, like, do you usually take your cup of coffee and go stand on the porch or something? Or sorry, not porch, but deck outside?
I did when I had a patio, but I don't anymore. But I do enjoy a cup of coffee every morning.
Okay, but it's like I keep wanting to tell you, he just likes it when you go outside during those quiet times and those quiet moments, and that's when he likes to hang out with you because it's quiet. And he's like, it's not happening so much anymore because she's got too much chaos around her, but reminder that those are the days when I'm with her, is when she actually takes the break by herself. Because otherwise it's just, he's like, as much as I'm with her.
I have been taking a lot of walks lately by myself, like a mile, 2 miles yesterday. I have been taking a lot of quiet time walking.
When you go for those walks, Lydia, is there at a certain point, do you stand still and just kind of enjoy the moment? Because he keeps making it like you look like you're standing still and looking outwards. And he's like, those are the moments that I'm with her.
Oh.
Does that make sense? Do you understand where that's coming from?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay, perfect. That's good. And he keeps showing me nickels. Do you find nickels a lot?
Do I what?
Do you find nickels, like the 5 cent, 5 cents? Do you find 5 cents?
I did. I found it the other day.
Oh, perfect. Yay. So he's sending you the nickels. And like I call them nickels up here in Canada. I'm not sure if you just call them 5 cents, but he's like, I'm sending her the 5 cents because he's like, that's just my personality. They're quieter, they're smaller, and that's who I was. Nickels, Dave's telling me nickel's a US term too. Oh, good.
I just found one, I think yesterday, actually.
Oh, yay. I love that. That's great. Do you have any questions for him at all, Lydia?
Okay. Hold on 1 second. I want to know, because I'm very stressed out lately financially, will I be all right? I know he's protecting me and watching me. Will I be okay?
And interestingly enough, as you were saying that, I was shuffling some cards and he was like, pull that one. So I literally pulled this, and what it is it's an upside down storm field. And what that means is, I know that it feels like things are still on the verge of falling apart, but Lydia, they're actually starting to come together. So you're not in the eye of the storm, but I would say you're just getting past it. And the other thing too is he keeps coming to talk to you about worth, because he's like, self-worth is not tied up in money, and you have to understand the law of attraction. He's like, you're very, very smart, and you always have a unique way of looking at things. So he's like, find your unique way of looking at money as you're becoming a money magnet, because that's how it's going to come into your life. And the other thing too is he's like, stop counting your pennies. Still love spending money. Still love and appreciate the fact that you can spend money, just a little bit more tightly. Does that make sense?
Don't spend money?
No, he said to spend it. Like it's, and I know that's weird to say it, but sometimes when we hold on to money, we become almost like, how do I say this? Like, we kind of almost repel any money coming our way, because money is just energy, right? I'm not very many of us deal with cash anymore. We deal with our wonderful little plastic cards. So it's simply energy. So your dad is like, anytime you have to pay bills, be happy you can pay bills. Not even if you don't pay the full amount, it doesn't matter. When you're happy and that you can pay it, and that you're like, okay, I get to put $20 on that. And the other thing too is, like, I keep wanting to tell you, he's not judging you on every little thing that you do. He's like, I've always been proud of you. I didn't voice it enough, but my pride is always there for you. Do you understand?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, he's definitely there for you, sending you so much love. And the other thing too, he's like, stop worrying about doing everything right, and don't worry about superstitions, because they're, being like, oh, I shouldn't have done that because this will happen. He's like, no, don't worry about that, because I'm not going to let that stuff happen. We're just going to keep going through life together. And I keep wanting to tell you, his feet don't hurt anymore. Did he have some problems moving around before he